Okay, can you give us a little bit of explanation what you've been doing with the group one, Samir? Maybe it's a good idea for the class to follow a little bit.
Yeah, so what they have been doing first, they just create a new repo using that template, or they already have a template, they created it, they follow the same step normally when you are doing, they add collaborator, turn on GitHub pages, check some setting which you already been studying in the last weeks. And after that, when we finish that, we just, each one clones the repo to his own PC or his laptop, so he can have his own copy. And then we start to build two files, one file in planning, one file for backlog to write the user story, and the second file for development strategy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That will be group 2, right? Yeah. Group 1? Yeah. Yes. What have you done until now?
Well, we were discussing the constraints and the planning, communication strategy.
A little bit louder.
And we already have a good idea, you know, which direction we want to go and the topic of the website we want to build. We were about to start writing the backlog. We already set up the repository.
Yeah, the repo is up. We're going to start writing the user personas and the user story, and those are going to go to the backlog.
Yeah.
And after that, we'll format.
Right. Okay. Group 3.
We set up a repository. We have started.
We can't hear you, Sam.
We started the repository, set up the repository using the template HTML, CSS. We started filling in the readme and started looking into user stories. But the plan now is we are gonna add backlog, communication plan, development strategy, and anything. Yeah.
That'll be
lines. Yes.
okay. That'll be group 3, right?
Group 3.
4.
You know where is Sarah?
Sarah is unfortunately she couldn't come this week.
Okay. Will you contact her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Group 4 will be.
We set up repository in template, and we decided to talk about websites. We want to study all cars in the website, and we just agreed about the navigation links. Then we will to the
Okay.
Could you repeat that a little louder? It was kind of hard to hear over Zoom.
Louder. No, don't open your Zoom. Just speak louder so the speaker can get you.
We just set up our repository with the HTML, CSS template, and we decided about the topic of website. We will create a new website about cars. We decide about the navigation links. We are planning to create 5 HTML page websites in total. And yeah, we will think about further about other details. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions or constraints that you faced until now? Anything? No constraints? New group is good?
Yeah,
Not
we
good.
just start planning and then we will see how we are going to organize the meeting and the working and dividing the tasks.
I'm sure it's going to be easier for you now because you know how to work on groups and what is expected of you as well. So it will be easier to follow the class and the project, to do the project as well. Any questions for the coaches? Do you have any question for the coaches? No?
I have.
Yes.
Maybe the question is too earlier. How can we write a backlog for each website page? Just copy the same strategy from the home page.
Yes. The same strategy as a homepage. You have to decide what you're going to put in the other pages as well. So there is a must have, should have, and could have in every page.
I would also recommend not thinking of your backlog in terms of pages, but in terms of user stories. So a user can contact us, a user can read about us, put priorities on those. And then in your development strategy, you can just say this user story is implemented on the contact page. This one is on the some other page. So then what you'll see is it's not like you're building one page first and then another page. You're building one user story at a time, and they just, so maybe you have one on one page, two on another. The next day you have a new page with a user story, and then another user story on an old page. So you're thinking of the user stories. And then it's not until the development strategy and the wireframe, actually, yeah, also the wireframe, that you think about which page they're on. And if you've looked through some of the examples from past classes, they make their wireframes and they'll color code the different features on the wireframe as must have, could have, and should have, or must, should, could, whatever. So you'll have a wireframe for 3 pages, and each page will have different buttons of different colors or different sections in different colors. And you can see which parts of which page are top priority and which ones can come later. So it's not about we build one page, then another, then another. You build one user story and you put it on the page that makes sense.
Any other questions? No?
I didn't mean to clap for myself. I tried to lower my hand, but I clicked the wrong one. Sorry. There.
Well, we clap for you, Evan. Any other questions? No? Yes.
I think the main purpose of this chapter is to practice agile development.
Yeah.
So in agile development, you start with a small part of the whole idea of the complex website, and you try to push it into the repository when it works. And you also have the reward, have a feedback from the customer. So based on that customer feedback, you add it before it is too late to write it or push it. So how do we pretend that in this case? I mean, there is no feedback.
Yeah.
We expect to, for instance, it has to have 5 pages. And one of the pages is about page. So we shall we start with a very simple thing on the about page, and we push it, and later again we update it and we push it. That the way that we practice agile, or the steps will be similar to last week's assignment.
Okay, as I can see it, if I am working on a group right now, as I can see it, my let's say my claimed issue, whatever claimed issue I have, will be one sprint. So when I push that change to the repository, my group members will be my customer review support. So they will say, okay, we like this one, we don't like this one, can you fix this and that? So that will be an agile. The more it develops, since you don't have customer input right now, use your group members as, yeah. Evan, you want to add?
Yeah, I can add something. So when you're using this process that we're learning for planning and collaborating, it's not perfect. It's not exactly what you'll do in work. It's something that is like what you would do in a real company, but is also learnable and more approachable. So yeah, like for now, you're going to think of one feature, one thing as a sprint. But when you get to your job, a sprint might actually be 5 or 6 or 7 or 10 features, and it might take 3 weeks. So all these things that you're learning, every company does them a little differently. When you're Googling online and you're reading about Agile and Scrum and sprints and all these things, it's really a topic that no one agrees on and everyone does differently. So if you're a little confused and you see that we're doing something differently from what you find online, it's because it is, and it's because there is no one way. And the process that you're learning is just something that we've developed over the past couple of years at Hack Your Future that is close to what you would do, but is also learnable and doable. So it is a simplification. One feature, one user story isn't always a single sprint, but for now it is. So just keep that in mind as you're reading online, reading the books that Samir shared or whatever you find, that this is just close, but not exactly.
Never be the same because it's agile. Any other questions? No? Okay, we have 1 hour before the class finishes. You can break to your groups and then continue on your work. Please share Zoom link with your with the coaches so they can be as close as possible to help you. And yeah, it's really hard to have a hybrid class with coaches staying at home. So make them as a group, yeah, as they are here. Make them feel as they are here.
Our coaches here, they know.
I will start recording now.